30 years have since passed, and while a whole lot has changed, the song remains the same. The Wolf still rocks.
Hey there, once again, Brian Ellis, morning show host, 101.5 The Wolf, and we continue to celebrate the Wolf's 30th birthday. We launched on February 14th, 1992. This guy was along for a period of time during the Wolf's heyday. We say hello to Craig Gear. Hey, Craig.
Hey Brian, how's it going? It's been quite a while, hasn't it?
It's
Yeah.
it's been a while. It's been a while. Thanks for doing this. We just want to sort of chat with some of the folks that were with us along the way. And when did you join us at the Wolf?
Oh geez, you're asking me tough questions. I
Right off the top.
seriously, like I don't. I It was quite a while ago, but I think I was 16, and it
Okay.
was in high school, right? It was
Yep.
I came to you guys as a co-op
Hmm.
in high school, so I did
Yeah.
1 year co-op program. So um, you take I think it was two semesters or two periods
Okay.
in 1 year, and then I'd go and watch you guys and learn all about the wolf. And then I decided I wanted to do it again next year, and the principal was like, "Craig, you shouldn't do that. You should go somewhere new and experience a different type of workplace." But I knew I wanted to go back to the wolf again for the second year. And I'll always remember that the principal thought it was a bad idea because it probably wasn't. He probably thought, "Oh, just it's not a good idea. It won't amount to anything." And then you guys brought me on board after
Yep.
that. So I don't remember what year specifically it was, but I know I
Yep.
was like 16 years old, I think,
Okay.
when I first started sitting in with Jay on the morning show, and then just
Yep.
seeing how everything worked
So
behind
what
the scenes.
what was your first on-air shift with us? Like what were you doing? What was a part-time weekend, I guess?
Yeah, it was weekends and the all request Saturday night. I think that
Yes.
was it.
Yeah.
That was the only one I did. And then I think I did some Sundays as well, and then
Yeah.
fill in after that. But it started as the all request Saturday night, and that was the best. That was just a blast.
Well, yeah, and even to this day with Steve Kearns, I mean, he loves doing the all request. He loves taking the calls, and I know you had a lot of fun interacting with listeners doing during that show.
Yep. And after the wolf, I brought that along with me. Uh, whatever station I was working at, I just loved interaction with the listeners and using calls on the air and just chatting with the listeners. So it was just a fun time doing the all request Saturday night. I remember in Peterborough, people would drive by down George Street and you'd hear someone yell out, "Hey, Gearbox," or something like that out there.
do we
From
know?
the car.
Do we know where Gearbox came from?
You'd have to ask Jay Sharp. Last
Is
name
that
Gear. I think that's you could Google it. I'm
yeah,
sure you'll
yeah.
get some interesting results, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Jay Sharp was our morning man along the way, and we've chatted with Jay at one point during this video series as well. You also did work with us in the production room, so
Yeah.
behind the scenes for those listening.
Yep. So with Art and Maria in creative, they write and come up with commercials and ideas for the clients who advertise. And then in production, I think I was one of the. I think I was like I brought in the digital age. I guess I don't know, or
I think you absolutely did. You really did. Yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
I was tinkering around with that when I was younger, in my in my bedroom, and that was just how I knew how to edit audio and create stuff. So I think I just kind of nudged Art and Maria along and the rest of us to use digital.
Yep.
And yeah, so I'd make all the imaging with the Wolf Howl and all that, and commercials as well. So
Yeah. And the wolf howl, I mean, and I said this in one of the other videos I was doing, there are so many radio programmers around the country that would love to have something like a Wolf Howl as
Yeah.
their, as their element that you hear the wolf, you know exactly who you're listening to, you know?
Yeah, and I'm sure it's still around, isn't
Yeah,
it?
oh yeah, yeah,
It's
absolutely.
the same recording as well. I don't know where it came from actually,
I'll
but
tell you where it came from, and I can't remember the name of the album, but it's off of a John Lennon album.
oh, okay.
And there's a track on the John Lennon album that has this wolf howl as the beginning of the song, and that's where it came from. It's the same,
Oh,
and you're right. It's the exact same howl we had 30 years ago. Like, it has not
yep.
changed.
It's probably the same digital piece as well, and
Exactly.
yeah,
So, yeah, for me, when I think back about your time, Craig Gear with the Wolf, I think of the All Request Saturday Night. God, you were a staple with that show, and I think about your work in production. And it's funny you said about how you sort of brought in sort of the digital side, because I really do think that, yeah, you were sort of the one that kind of pushed us to get more digital with our production. You're still in radio these days. You're in Toronto at City News 680. You're doing traffic now.
yep. In the traffic department, my wife's an anchor there. She does middays, so um, I start on the morning show, and then it goes into her show, so we get to
Yeah,
work together, which is kind of neat.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, different type of radio, that's for sure. Going from music radio at all the other stations I've worked at to a news type of format, but it's interesting and different.
Listen, I'm so glad you freed yourself up to chat. Great talking to you, and yeah, whenever I think of the All Request, now I think of Kernsey, but I always think back to Marty Silvestri. He did the All
Yeah,
Request.
the white
The
beaver.
White Beaver, he did the All
Yeah.
Request, and I think back to you, Craig Gear, as well. So, thanks so much, and thanks for the memories as we look back at 30 years of the Wolf.
Thanks, Brian, and congrats on 30.
Thank you very much.